everybody. Today we're going to be making my mother-in-law's chicken gumbo. You'll excuse us, we're doing it outside in sunny Arizona in the winter. So we're going to go over real quickly how we do this, and I'm going to get my pot heated up so we're good to go. Oops, a little light. So this is basically a seafood chicken gumbo. We've got 4 large chicken breasts, some linguica, Portuguese sausage, a cup of flour, a cup of oil, about a tablespoon of salt, pepper, and 2 teaspoons of poultry seasoning, about 6 cloves of garlic chopped up because you just can't get enough garlic. We got onion, red pepper, green pepper, and some celery. So we're going to start with a basic roux, which is the key to this entire dish. And if you don't get it right, you'll be disappointed. So we're going to get started with a cup of oil. Let that heat up a little bit. It's a long process making the roux, but that's the whole flavor. And without it, it's just chicken soup. So you want to get it in here, get it all stirred in good, and then I use vegetable oil. I used to try to do this with butter. That was a big mistake. You don't get the same color and proper consistency when you do the using butter. So this is just good old vegetable oil. We'll get it cooking a little bit and then probably take a little intermission while it takes a few minutes to get it to the proper color. And then we'll get back and show you how we do it. But my mother-in-law used to always make this, and it was a great treasure when I finally reached the point where my ex-wife said that my gumbo was better than Mom. But she's the one that taught me. So that's what we're doing, and we'll have a little memorial for her up at the end because she was quite the little force to be reckoned with back in the day. So you see it's still kind of a creamy color. We're going to want to go to where this is like a nice chocolate color. Probably the best way to describe it would be if you've ever seen a chocolate lab, that rich brown. That's what gives you all your flavor. So we'll get it up to that, and I might have to turn this down a little bit. But you let it boil and bubble and cook. Then you'll stop, stir it a little bit more. It takes a while. That's probably the longest part of this dish. After that, you put everything in, shut the lid, and let it cook. This is going to be kind of a 2-part thing because we don't put the shrimp in till the very end because you don't want your shrimp to cook and get all tough. So after we get everything all done and cooking, we'll come back and show you the shrimp in there later. Anyway, we'll take a break now while I get this, and then when we get to the right color, we'll come back. Alright, if you look down in there, you see we're getting a nice chocolatey brown. That is all that goodness. Get a little smoke, but you don't want to burn it. If you do, start all over because you cannot save it. But this is pretty much the color I'm looking for. So now I'm going to start putting in my chicken stock. It's a little warm here. I prefer to use chicken stock over water. It's just more flavor, and we're all about flavor. I'm going to stir this up a little bit. We're going to have some warmth, so it's going to kind of work it out. Get it back on the heat. Could have possibly went a little bit darker on it, but then you're pushing and burning it and starting all over. So that looks like a pretty good color to me. And I don't see too many lumps. Now, some people will do the onions and all that with the roux when they're cooking it. I prefer just to put it all in after. It's going to kind of load the pot up. We'll probably have to add some water to it too, but the biggest thing is get all this flavor in the pot. So here we got about 6, 7, 8 cloves of garlic. Just can't have too much garlic. And we've got our tablespoon pepper, tablespoon salt, and about 2 teaspoons of poultry seasoning. seems like a lot, but we're gonna build this up. So some people like to use a whole chicken and cut it up. I just went for breast this time because that's the piece that we like the most. So now we've got, I think it's 4 chicken breasts, and 2 linguica sausages all sliced up. Those go in next. Goes down in the juice. Now also we've got a pound of beautiful jumbo shrimp that will be added into this before we're done. So that's the way we're gonna get it on here to get it up to boil, cook it up, and then we'll come back later, we'll add the shrimp and show you what it looks like served over a nice bowl of rice. All right, so here we've got our nice bowl of nice, sweet, fluffy rice. Gonna put a big chunk of chicken right on the top, and then we're gonna get down here for a scoop of all the good stuff. Try to make sure we get some of that shrimp. Oh, there's some shrimp. Get some sausage if we're lucky. And it is about time to eat some good food. I know if Rena was still around, she would sit down and enjoy a bunch of this. The only thing different she would do is she added a scoop of hot mashed potatoes salad on the side. That's pretty good, but I wasn't gonna make that today, but I'm sure her kids would love to be eating this right at the moment. And wherever she's at, I'm sure she'd like to take a bite too. So enjoy and have a great day.